That's the subject today is why is your credit important? Why is it important? It's super important. Your credit score, your credit profile, your credit, everything about your credit is so important in today's world. Now, I just want to share with you of why it's important. There are so many aspects in your life that you're going to find out, if you haven't already, that your credit score and your credit profile are essential to your current life, but also in your future. If you're planning to become a business owner, your credit score and your credit profile are important. If you're planning to purchase a home, your credit score and your credit profile are super important. If you're planning to buy a car, an automobile, an RV or a boat or some sorts, and you don't have the cash to pay for all of it, you're probably going to want to seek for a loan. You're going to need to apply for a loan if you don't have all of the cash to buy, for example, an automobile at the moment. Therefore, when you go searching for a loan, whether it's through a credit card company, whether it's through a credit union or a bank or some other financial institution, they are going to pull up your credit report and they're going to see and verify if you're a worthy candidate for them to lend you money so that you can pay them back. And the means of doing that is through your credit report. It's through your credit profile. It's so important. So I wanted to share today with you um, about a story today that I had with a gentleman. I spoke to a gentleman earlier this morning, several hours ago. It wasn't that long ago. He contacted me. He found me on Instagram, and he contacted me. He wanted to talk. So I took some time out of my day because I love speaking to my clients, and he was a potential client. And he literally messaged me and texted me and said, "Can you help me understand what credit is all about?" Ironically, that was his question today, and I already had previously I previously had scheduled this live video to go live on the same subject, and I was just blown away that he had asked the question that I was going to talk about anyway. So, but I wanted to share that with you. So I called him. We spent some time on the phone, and super nice guy. He basically wanted to learn, hey, can you just help me understand the basics of credit? So I talked to him on the phone, and just letting him know that your credit score is essential because he wanted to buy a house in the future. And I told him, all if you don't have cash to buy a house, which most people do not, you're going to have to borrow money for your mortgage. And with that said, your credit report and your credit score is going to show up. It's going to be used, whether it's going to be used for you or it's going to be used against you. And another thing that he wanted to do, he's wanted to start a business. And he's just started looking into it, and I applaud him for that. If you're out there and you're interested in starting your own business, I love that idea. I think it's a fantastic idea. We live in America where you have the ability and the opportunity to be your own boss if you work hard at it and you take the time to study the subject that you're willing to um, build your business off. You can do wonders. And a lot of people have these dreams to be their own boss or to start some type of business or a corporation or a small business, and I applaud that. I love that because that's who I am. I am a small business owner. This is my business here. I help people with their finances and with their credit. And with that said, he told me today on the phone that he understands that he needs money to make money, but he doesn't quite get the concept of exactly what does that mean. What does it mean that you need money to make money? He's absolutely right. So I laid out for him that concept is, the reason why people want to start a business, there could be many reasons, but one of the reasons are to make money. You could be your own boss, and you work hard at something that you love, something that you have passion for, and you make that into your business. And that's what he wanted to do. But he needed money to get started. But his credit was bad. And so that's kind of this situation. Is like, I can't get good credit because I don't have money, and I can't get the money because I don't have good credit. And he's exactly right. And that's the struggle that a lot of people have. See, when you have good credit and you have a good credit score and a good credit report, such as, let's say, in the high 700s or whatnot, and you want to start a business, so you can go to a credit card company. Pretty much pick your credit card company, and if they see that you have ambition, you have a good, healthy history of credit, you pay back your bills, you pay back your loans, you're on time, they will give you money so that you can start your business. But the exact opposite will happen if you are late on your bills. You're late on paying back the loans that you agreed to pay off. You're not paying your loans, you're not paying your bills. You have this record or this history of negligence. They, at the same time, a credit card company may not give you money that you need, that you so desperately need, so that you can work on your business that you'd like to work on. So that's why credit is so important. Now, earlier this week, I spoke to another gentleman, and he is in the process of, he wants to buy a home for his family. And I applaud him. I mean, buying a home where you can have your own home for your family is a dream for many people. And he understood that later on in the spring, he was going to start looking for a home, but he wanted to get his credit repaired now, and he wanted to be ahead of the game, which is ideal. Look at your credit now. Pull up your credit report. If you don't have the means, contact me. I'll help you. See what's on there. Clean it up so that when you go to start searching for a home with a realtor, you're going to see that you're ready to go. If you're not ready to go, then you're not going to get a loan to buy the house that you've been wanting for or dreaming about. So you need to get things you need to look ahead. You need to get working on things now so that when you're ready to go buy a car or a home, you're good and you have confidence. And so another thing that I was mentioning to this gentleman is, it's good that he looked at it now. It's good that he's thinking about his credit now, because he has aspirations, he has dreams to better his life. He felt like he was stuck in a rut, and I know a lot of people are. I mean, I was in that situation years ago as well. But with determination and with strife, you can get through. You can get through these times, and then we can help you with your credit, that you can have a good credit score so that you can go accomplish these dreams that you have. And so with that, talk to him. He's gonna work with. I'm gonna work with him. I sent him some information, and he's gonna start learning about credit. I have a free ebook that I gave him. He can start downloading. You can download this ebook. He can read about credit, how you can utilize credit, and how you can take care of your credit, because it's going to stay with you for your whole life. I mean, whether you want it, whether you believe it or not, it's going to stay with you for your whole life. Like earlier this week, about a few weeks ago, another lady, she called me. She's from Texas, and she wanted some help because she was she wanted to get an apartment. And this is a new thing that's really been happening a lot, and a lot of people don't really know this. She was trying to apply for an apartment. She was working on an application, and she wanted to be a renter in an apartment complex. But what's happening nowadays is a lot of apartment complexes are actually looking at your credit as part of your application, not just your background check, but also your credit, because they want to know if you have the ability and the means to pay your rent. And she had gone through some hard times, and unfortunately, she was not able to be accepted into this apartment complex to be a renter. And I feel for her, in that it's a tough loss. But we can fix things. We can work on it with diligence and with a goal in mind and focus. We can, anybody can fix the situation you're in, and with determination, you can turn things around. And there's a lot of people going through a lot of hard times, especially right now. Hopefully the economy will get better. We've been through some rough years ever since the lockdowns, but I know a lot of people are bouncing back, getting things in order, and I'm being contacted regularly for people that want to help, that want help with fixing their credit, and that's what we can do. And we can teach them about credit, teach them how to use credit, and teach them how to savor your credit. And so that's the thing, if you're not too familiar with how credit works, it's basically this fact. It's this formula that I don't know who put it together, but it is what it is, and you can't get away from it. So the credit report, your credit score, basically looks at almost your entire life, where you've lived, every address that you've ever lived at. It on this credit report, it not only has the addresses that you've lived at, it has the names that you've gone by over the years, and it also has every loan that you've ever taken out in the history of your life, pretty much. And it'll show whether you've been a good, whether you've been good at paying back these loans or whether you haven't. And having credit, a good credit, can do wonders for your life if you've been able to maintain a healthy, good credit report. But at the same time, it can be a detriment if you've let it go, or you've been negligent on keeping your credit at a healthy level. So it's one of those things that it could be great, but it could be bad. And you want it to be great. I was thinking about this earlier today. There's many things in life, right? I live in a place where it gets cold at night. I mean, it's frigid. It's a beautiful day right now, but in the evenings it gets really cold. So cold that a nice warm fire in our fireplace does a great job, right? I mean, fire in your fireplace, if you respect the fire, you can't handle the fire, it can warm up your house. It can warm up your room, your house, and it can be nice and cozy. But at the same time, fire can be dangerous, right? I mean, if you're not respecting the fire, you don't have it in a containment like a fireplace, it could destroy your whole home. Well, that's how credit is. If you maintain your credit and you keep an eye on your credit and you look at it regularly, if you look online, most people say look at it at least once a year. I'm on the opinion that you should be looking at your credit monthly. You should be seeing what's on your credit all the time, because every month something on your credit report changes. So back to the fire analogy, fire can do great things for you, but it can also be dangerous. Credit can do great things for you. You with good credit, you can borrow money so that you can buy a car. You can use it so that you can buy a home, to get into an apartment. I mean, it can really work to your benefit. But at the same time, if you're negligent on your credit, it can be a detriment. I mean, it can prevent you from buying a car. It can prevent you from getting a home or even getting a credit card. Nowadays, so many things are going digital that you almost need a credit card for almost everything. I mean, not exactly everything, right? You can still get away with cash, but a lot of places are actually turning to no cash but credit. Like, for example, I'm here in Southern California, and I took my family to Knott's Berry Farm. If you've ever been to Knott's Berry Farm, and Knott's Berry Farm does not accept cash. Now, this is a place where it's a fun place. It's a nice family atmosphere. You can take the family from all ages, whether you have a young one or an older. The whole family can enjoy Knott's Berry Farm. It's a great place. I've been there since I was a kid, and I take my children now. However, no cash. Knott's Berry Farm does not accept cash. They accept only a credit card, and if you walk in there with cash, they have a couple of machines sitting around where you have to exchange your cash to get a credit card so that you can use it to purchase food or to purchase merchandise. Now, they do have a way to get out. If you only have cash, you can, like I said, you can transfer it over. But my point is, A lot of facilities and corporations are only going credit. Just like Amazon, if you were to order on Amazon, you can't use cash. You have to use a credit card because it's online. It's an online store. Everything, most things you can purchase online, you need some type of credit. So that's where having good credit will be a benefit, because you can do things, you can purchase things. Yes, you can go to Target or Walmart and use dollar bills. Of course you can do that, but it seems like the wave of the future is there's less and less opportunity to use cash, because now a lot of facilities and corporations are only going credit, because it's this digital world that we live in. And to be honest, we've been living in this digital world for quite some time. It isn't anything new. It's just becoming more and more that we're living in this digital world where you're just going to have to, you can't change it as much as we don't like it. It's going to happen. I've even learned that even applying for some companies, some major corporations applying for jobs, they're going to check your credit, because your credit really means a lot about a person. It tells whether it's the company that's loaning the money or the employer. It tells them a lot about who you are, and if you're responsible. If you're responsible enough to manage your money, then they see it that you're responsible for you to work there. And it's super important. And I think a lot of people don't really understand how important credit is. A lot of people want to avoid credit. There's people that teach not to have credit, and I get that. I understand that, because they're in their mind, they're thinking credit can be bad. Yes, it can be. However, credit can be good, because good credit provides opportunity for apartment. It provides opportunity to get a loan for a house. It provides opportunity to get a job. Even in the military, I'm former military, and nowadays I'm hearing. I just recently read an article. Maybe later I'll do another video on a little bit more about this. But the military is actually looking at your credit whenever you're up for a promotion, and if your credit shows negligence, you may not get that promotion. And I'm telling you, it's everywhere. It's one of those things that's going to follow you throughout your life. So it's very important. That's why I wanted to make this video. It's very important that we understand how important credit is. I mean, there's a lot of things in life that are important, and some things are more important than others. But to reach the goals that you want to have, you need to make sure that you're on top of your credit. And if you've neglected your credit in the past, then there's still opportunity to fix that. We've all gone through hard times. We've all gone through ups and downs, right? I know I have. And there's still opportunity to fix what we've done in the past and clean that up. And in time, we can get you back on the path where your profile looks good, your credit profile. Not just the credit score, but your credit profile looks good. And then you can be confident to get the job, to get an apartment, to buy a new car, or even a used car if you need to get a loan, and maybe to get a mortgage, and so many other things. Starting a business. Right now, a lot of people are in that mindset that they want to start a business, and that's fantastic. I think we need more small business owners. I'm a small business owner, and I love that idea. And I love helping people getting started on that path. And the one thing that they want to do, small business owners, is that they want to get funding so they can buy a new laptop. They can buy equipment and supplies to get their business going. It costs money to buy a phone, to buy, if you're a photographer, let's say you want to start a photography business, you need a new camera. You need a camera. You need a good camera. You need a laptop. You need membership services. You need all the things and the bells and whistles that go with running that type of business, and it takes money. And a lot of people nowadays they need to get business funding, and it's possible with good credit. So I'm reading here, it looks like someone here, I've lost my job before too, and I'm sorry that you did. I'm reading my message here. Just stay encouraged. Just be strong, right? We all go through hard times. Look to the future, right? There's always going to be Something's going to come along. And if you're struggling with finding a job, just keep pursuing, right? Just keep pursuing, keep your head up, walk tall, walk confidence, and go into those job interviews, and just be who you are, be your best. And if you need help with fixing your credit, because it does appear like a lot of companies are looking at your credit, contact me. I've helped a lot of people, and I'm just love working with people, and we can continue to do that. So my website is called summitbeacon.com. Anyone watching or listening can go there and you can find information. There's a free ebook for you, my listener, and you can download that. You can leave your email address, and I can put you on a coaching path that you can get emails regularly, and I can teach about credit. There's all kinds of credit. And, I have a lot of videos on my YouTube channel right now. A lot of them are shorts, just because I'm so busy right now. And I want to reach out to people. And I have about 70 or so short YouTube videos. And I do my best to try and put some little nuggets out there. And I have a couple of long videos, but I'm not really good at the longer videos. It takes time to edit all that. It takes time to put that together. And I'm really on the phone a lot working with people. But I still want to put out videos to teach people about credit and their finances. So I think I'm going to start doing this a little bit more, which is this live video, because there's no editing involved and I can just speak naturally. I mean, right now what you're seeing is what you get. This is who I am. I'm just speaking the thoughts that are coming to my mind. And sometimes when I'm doing this long form videos, it's difficult, and the editing takes forever and it takes hours, and I just don't have that kind of time right now. So I think I'm going to put some more of these live videos. Actually, I know I'm going to, because I tried it in the past with another YouTube channel that I used to have, and I love it. I think I'm going to do that more on this channel and just speak. I feel like I'm speaking to a friend, so I hope that you're receiving that this way. And I hope that this is encouraging to you. I hope that I've taught a little bit, gave you a little bit of insight on why credit is important, and why we must stay on top of it. It's really, I mean, I get people that are calling me and texting me and struggling because they can't do what they want to do because they've neglected their credit in the past, whether it's charge-offs or collections or late payments. And that's common for, I mean, I've had that in my past as well, but I fixed it. I've worked on it, right? You look at the problem and you address the problem and you fix the problem, because everything can be fixed. You can fix things, right? Have you ever fixed things around the house, right? I mean, I just recently had, some things happen at my house. Maintenance happens. You have to fix things. You can fix it, right? Even if it's broken, you can replace it, you can fix it. Same with your credit. It's repairable. It's not a lost cause. And one of the things is, don't be dismayed or don't be discouraged, because we can work on it. You can work on it. You can strive for better, right? Where we want to get to that place where we can provide for our family and put ourselves in a better situation. And this is one of the steps that having good credit and a good credit profile can do. So I'm going to close it off for now. I appreciate whoever's watching. I appreciate that. And I'm going to post this on my site, and it'll be available for anyone to watch later. And I thank you. Thank you for watching. SummitBeacon.com. You can message me. You can email me. You can get a free ebook, and you can get on my email list, and I'll send out credit information that will help you learn about credit. And I thank you for your time, and God bless.